Who knew war could be this fun? Let's get into it. Hello there, Clapperheads, and welcome to a brand new edition of ClapperCorn Reviews. My name is Nick Dorian. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about the Lionsgate film, The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Based on the 2014 book Churchill's Secret Warriors, the explosive true story of the Special Forces desperados of World War II, that was a mouthful. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare tells the very true story of Operation Postmaster, which was a British special operation conducted on the Spanish island of Fernando Po. Hatching a daring plan to neutralize Hitler's fleets of German U-boats during World War II, Winston Churchill set out to get a motley crew of rogues and mavericks to battle the Nazis and change the course of the war. Seeing the fact that this was a Guy Ritchie film, we were all in store for something that was going to be filled with gratuitous violence, fun, cheek, and a whole lot of explosions. And sure enough, that's what we got. And with an amazing cast of actors such as Henry Cavill, Alan Ritchson, Isaac Gonzalez, Henry Golding, this was going to be something that was going to be worth our time, and it most certainly was. While there of course was a massive amount of liberty taken with this story, there's no doubt that this was indeed a mission that was unheard of at the time. This was a very real operation that a bunch of men staked their lives and country for. Being that this was an unsanctioned, unofficial mission, being caught by the British or the Germans would result in imprisonment and possible death. So for these men to put their lives on the line like this is definitely something honorable and amazing to watch. With its quick wit humor and fast-paced action, Guy Ritchie uses his perfected formula to another film that is amazingly fun to watch. Is it the greatest film out there? Not really, but are you guaranteed to have a fun ride with this? Absolutely. But putting all that aside, that's not to say that this is a very one-dimensional film that is very stagnant. This is a film that also touches on a lot of deep topics such as racism. And not only that, we get to see a different side of Henry Cavill, something that he gets to let loose in. We've all seen Cavill in his dramatic and sort of brooding sides in, say, Superman and The Witcher, but this is where he gets to unleash a little bit of his comedic timings. He was incredibly charming as usual and also incredibly funny to watch, which was surprising considering we hadn't seen a lot of comedic turns from him. However, despite all the positive, there of course is a little bit of a negative, which tends to be the characters' backstories. While these characters are great to watch, I just feel they weren't well-rounded, they weren't as three-dimensional as the rest of the story is. I would have liked to see more understanding of the characters and some of the relationships as well, and some of the chemistry also felt a bit forced. But despite all that, it is still worth your time to watch. This truly is a film of a band of unlikely heroes that actually existed. It definitely is a movie that you can just sit back, enjoy, and not think about the rest of what's happening in the world. 2 hours of non-stop action and British humor? Sign me right up. At the end of the day, The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare is your standard Guy Ritchie fare. If you enjoyed his films like Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, Snatch and The Gentleman, you are guaranteed to enjoy this. It's everything you expect from a film like him. And not only that, you get to learn some stuff about history too. So do yourself a favor, The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare is now available for rental and purchase on digital. Go pick yourself up a copy and just have a wonderful 2 hours of fun and perfect Guy Ritchie filmmaking. And as always, you can check us out on all social media. It's all on the screen at the moment: Instagram, TikTok, and of course YouTube. Go and follow these channels for more updates. Thank you so much again for watching. I am Nick Dorian, and as always, keep watching the movies.